So I actually really enjoyed doing my little morning recap. So I decided to just continue, mostly because I've been working tirelessly on resonance tunes. And I think it's important to keep sparking your work. So Resonance Tunes is an app that I'm developing that supports tuning the resonance of individuals and collectives using all these methodologies that I've been picking up the last 20 years. And AI to personalize, like in the moment, what exactly it is that you need based on your, brain chemistry or whatever struggles you're dealing with in life, whatever, mental health disorders or all of that stuff. So I'm really excited about it. It's a lot of like busy work. So I thought I would just shift into like what are some of the things, like I've been doing these updates. What are some of the things that I do that are gonna be poured into resonance tunes? And I just finished my Kriya practice, and I prefer to end with a Kriya for abundance. So I thought I would start by sharing like my abundance tricks. So of course I do have abundance affirmations that I wake up to. Like my favorite would be, no matter what I do, money always shows up to support me. I also actually sleep to affirmations and like hypno, like triggers for reconditioning the subconscious. The Kundalini Kriya that I just completed, you actually take, I might have showed it before, but you take your left thumb closest to the palm and your hands are close to like heart center, like just below, and you go like this. So this is the physical action of the Kriya with your hands. You have to like touch the edges of the hands. And then you make this sound har, but the tongue must touch the palate because you're like plugging in a computer code and you're resonating at a certain vibrational frequency to really do this conditioning. So you say hud, 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 and then you look up and in at the third eye point. No, wait, I'm sorry. You actually look at the tip of the nose for this one. So you're looking at the tip of the nose, and every time you hit the outer edge of the hands, you say har with the tongue touching the palate at the R. So it goes hud, 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 hud. You do it for 3 minutes. You take your deepest inhale at the end, holding the breath, focusing like the prana up and in by squeezing your, what they call the root lock, the mulaband. So it's your rectum, sex organ, navel up and in to direct the Kundalini energy from the base of the spine to the higher centers. And I also wanted to speak a little bit about the energetics of abundance, because there's actually this correlationship between love and money, or abundance can be very much defined as either thing. So one of the ways this is really symbolized is through the miser card. So the miser is somebody who's tight with their purse and doesn't want to share, but it's also described as somebody who is tight with their feelings. So actually your ability to freely share your feelings is in direct correlation with, you guessed it, your money. So like figuring out the way that we grow to do each of these pieces of work really answers the prompt by Rumi of, your task is not to seek love, but all of the barriers that you have built against it. So again, like people do act like, you don't need to go out there seeking money for money to come to you. And that's true, but you still have to seek the barriers that you've built within yourself for receiving. And because of the co-relationship, doing your emotional care work around therapy or Kundalini, which tends to like remove blockages, or, relational intimacy, like all of this stuff really supports greater abundance. At the same time, you can actually identify toxic relationships by your bank account. Now, this is something that I have come across again and again with highly intuitive, empowered women. When they're in relationships with people who are toxic, their bank accounts suffer. Now, I'm not talking about men using your money, which is a whole phenomenon that of course does occur. I'm talking about the energetic frequency of someone in your field that disrupts your abundance vibration. So That's another point. I would love to as well share with you my abundance. In magic, we call it like a, well, so it's in the Feng Shui center of my house. I have two actually. So I have one in the living room and I have one here in my bedroom. Both are in the Feng Shui corner of the house. If you would like to figure out which Feng Shui corner of your house is about abundance, go ahead and DM me or use the link in my bio that can connect you to having a call with me and we can talk about it. And so in here I have a few things. I have some origami that has been like folded intentionally. This is like, I have a few that are like in animals that actually represent abundance for me. I also have quite a few things in there. There is a very specific way that you can make them. There are specific herbs and specific ingredients that support abundance, and those are all kind of in the mix. There's also like really good rituals that you can do for creating them. And I just realized actually recently that it's really powerful to charge them. So that's why I have one that's a little bit closer. Oh, I didn't mention I also have an abundance sigil. So back to the corner we go. So this is also within, as well as the symbol for Jupiter and Venus, which are planets that rule abundance, is in my little abundance thing. So this is a sigil that I created. If you'd like to learn how to create sigils, happy to help you. It's just a magical symbol and it represents attractive wealth and abundance for me. So I charge it as well regularly. For those who know, they know exactly how you charge a sigil and why it's positioned there. If not, again, you can contact me. I'm happy to help you figure that out. So I think that's enough for now.